Oh boy, we're live. Okay. Just got a couple quick things to do, like pulling chat up on my mobile device. Alright. The volume all the way down. New time length. What? Okay. Very cool. Okay. Hello, average BFDI enjoyer. This is the first stream I've done in a while. Just been busy with other jobs. But I am not anymore. So I've been storyboarding results 30. As I have been with animation, I've been recording it for the purposes of showing it off on a stream. So this is that stream. I've got through partway through scene 2, so let's turn on that time lapse and get going, shall we? Very cool. My goal is hopefully before the year ends have this all storyboarded and voice acted and whatnot. I'm trying to catch up here. Yeah, I want to storyboard it all before I voice act it. And then afterwards get scene 1 done. And then release that as a little preview thing and make a formal announcement for co-animators. As you can see, I'm storyboarding what is essentially scene 1. Are you Barack? I'm Obama. Look at me. Hello, Cheese Doodle fan. Yeah, script for results 30, completely rewritten. I'm abandoning the old version of results 30. The plot is still the same. I can't get rid of all of the cringe, but you know, storyboard taking place after the first 5 minutes video. No, this is completely starting over, reset. This is the scene 1, more or less how it was in the original, but rewritten. It's been 10 years. I don't like how it was written 10 years ago. I've evolved as a writer in the last 10 years, so I rewrote it. Storybots, correct. But yeah, it's essentially the same plot. It's just, I think I wrote it better than I did 10 years ago, so. It's 2 a.m. Not here. Over here, it's 8:04. I realize Teapot 9's gonna come out soon, so hopefully we get through this stream before then. When did I rewrite it? The other week. Any plans after the time lapse is over? I might continue storyboarding live, just because it doesn't require too much, too much time to, or too much, I don't have to like stray away from chat too much, I don't think, but we'll see. I would like to finish scene 2 storyboarding tonight. But I also have other things that I need to get done. Just finished what I was doing just now, it seemed. Oh, cool. Put a fun BFDI Fax cameo. Who's BFDI Fax? There's a couple BFDI characters that are gonna cameo. Not that they'll be voiced, but they'll be there. Like, I'm keeping the bubble thing, the bubble joke. Yeah, this isn't... This is pre-recorded. My little graphic there? Yeah, it is. Making sure. I will say, drawing everyone over and over again, all 30 characters, very boring. I try to cut corners when I can. I think I set this up so I can just, you know, change the camera perspective and just draw the characters once who are just kind of background. What is up, Day 10 Animations? My man. Their limbs look very bad, but that's okay. It's just a storyboard. Hello, Bryson Plays. I'm probably getting a bit more detailed with the storyboard than I really need to for, like, my own stuff. Because obviously in my head, I know how things are going to play out. But at the same time, like, if I have co-animators for this episode, then I gotta have it so people know how to follow along, right? It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Day 10 Animations. Have a party. Oh, that's right. So Clip Studio Paint has this dumb thing that's turned on by default where it just copies the thing you're trying to resize on the same layer at that. I figure this out in the time lapse here in a second. It's so dumb. Keep original image. Like, why would you have that on by default? Hello, Josephimations. Welcome to the stream. You have a question that's worth asking? Well, ask away. As long as it's not about television ratings in Among Us. That's a reference to past streams, by the way. I have this kid who would always ask me, like, if this was a show, what would its television beat rating be? I'm like, I don't know. Why do you keep asking me that? Every stream. Multiple times. Could happen tonight. Why do you storyboard if you could just animate as it goes? Well, wouldn't you want your co-animators to have a storyboard to follow along to? I know storyboarding is usually for multiple people to get to the gist, but yeah, but this episode's gonna have co-animators. Therefore, it definitely needs a storyboard. A couple years ago, someone asked if they could do a scene for the old version of Results 30, and I took them up on their offer because they were a BFB animator, and so I gave them an old Flash file. I was like, this is kind of corrupted on itself. Do you think you could reanimate it? And they were like, yeah, but where's the storyboard? I'm like, I kind of just wing it. And they ended up getting something that looked really good, and I'm keeping it for this revision. But yeah, so definitely I'm definitely doing co-animators this time around, because if I don't, or if I don't storyboard it for the co-animators, then everyone's going to be really confused. Also, like, you know, the sake of uniformity, right? If you got multiple people working on the same project together, then you're going to want them to follow along just with something in order for that end product to look like it was still animated by one person. Because, you know, lack of uniformity is going to make the end product look like a mess, and I don't want that to be the case. Oh yeah, yes, I was keeping the suit. I'm dropping the My Little Pony joke, but because it was like cringe. But he still has his suit. Which movie scared you the most? Don't usually get scared or uncomfortable by movies. As a kid, I did, but it wasn't scary movies. It was like silly for kids movies that just made me uncomfortable and no one else. Like, there were moments during the Willy Wonka movie that made me uncomfortable. And then Gremlins made me uncomfortable as a kid. The duality of man. One person said, good, you got rid of my MLP joke, and then someone else says, it's not that bad. It's outdated, but not that bad. I mean, I wasn't a brony to begin with. But there's a ton, there are, probably still is, but back then there were plenty of bronies in the Object Show community, including Michael and Carrie. I don't know if they are anymore. That's why I included the joke. Why don't you use the teapot designs? This is a 2011 camp. 2012. Teapot didn't exist then. That's the other thing I'm gonna have to make clear to co-animators. Like, you gotta animate with the old assets. I mean, they'll have a default Flash file to begin with, so, you know. But they're not gonna be allowed to animate it like it's BFB or Teapot. They gotta animate it like it's BFDIA. Because, like, duh. Why would the last episode... Why would 59 out of 60 camp videos use the old style, and then for the last video only, we just completely changed styles altogether? That wouldn't make any sense. Are you still accepting animators for Results 30? Yeah, I haven't actually announced that yet. I'm going to storyboard the whole thing, get it voice acted, animate scene 1, and then I will start taking applicants for Results 30. I'll have an email set up that people can send examples of their work to. Once I have the people picked out, I'll probably set up a Discord group chat for us to converse in and, you know, get everything situated. The episode is 10 scenes, but those scenes will probably be broken down further into like 10 to 30 second segments, just to cut down on how much each section of animation for the Flash files need to be. And then people can pick which section they want to do based on their skill level. You know, kind of like an animated collab, I think. I don't know. Have I tried Teapot assets? No, I have not. and I'm still not going to. Are you gonna announce it on YouTube or Twitter? YouTube. I'll probably link it on Twitter as well, but that'll probably be next month sometime. Just depends on when I get everything storyboarded and the first scene animated. The first scene will of course be all me, and scene 7, like I said, was animated a few years ago. I'm keeping the old version of that scene intact. Just cause why waste the efforts of someone who just did it before I hit the reset button? Not like they just did it, but like, I don't know. Seems kind of rude. Also, they did a really good job on it. Yeah, the revised script is 42 pages, compared to, I think the old version was 26. So, considerably longer, but I think it's only going to be like 5 minutes longer by the end of it. I think the old script was about 15 minutes, so this will probably be around 20. I will say, so Taco 1, I mean, this is a spoiler stream, so, yeah, but, but by the way, spoiler streams, keep it within, you know, anything that is discussed during a spoiler stream stays within the confines of a spoiler stream. If you go spreading this info around elsewhere, that'll be very frowned upon. You thought clock one? Nah. Does that mean clock gets second? Well, yes. That would naturally mean Clock gets second and last because he was the first and last person eliminated. What are the votes? They'll be revealed. I mean, if you watch these streams moving forward, you'll know when I storyboard it. But otherwise, that'll be revealed in the actual video. To be determined? I mean, they've been determined. I counted them back in 2013, and I archived that. What I didn't archive was how many people voted, because you could vote as many times as you want. So, but I thankfully, despite the YouTube inbox system not existing anymore, you can still view your PMs through Gmail, assuming you don't delete your emails, which I don't, so I got it all archived still. Look at me go for hoarding my emails. Worked out in the end. So it's like 130 something. I said it on a community post. 130 something people partook in the voting. So it's a lot of people. Who does Taco let in? Well, you'll find out. Hey all, Taco here. Hello, DNEd. Speaking of taco, here he is. Does taco let clock in? Yeah, sure. I was lurking around on DNED's channel and I was counting how many people actually partook in the vote the other week. He makes music. It's very good. As a blind object show fan, BFSP has been my favorite camp since I found it. No other camp comes close. Oh, well, thank you. That's very much appreciated. Is that evil guy gonna be in the episode? He has to be. He causes a lot of mischief. It wouldn't be a finale without him. Yes, thank you, Cody Butler. Hello, Material Melee official. Who is that evil guy? Well, who else? Saw was robbed after he carried me to the entire game. I mean, Saw would have been a boring winner at the end of the day, but I think his elimination the second time around was pretty legendary. Check out your Sparta remixes. Perhaps later. Yeah. Clock kept things interesting for that ending. For certain. Hope he's doing well now wherever he is. I saw he uploaded to YouTube in like the last year. I don't know. He still uses his channel. I was lurking around on his channel as well. So crazy that we're getting the finale. Waluigi's Freak 789 will soon return. He will! And thank you for spelling his name right. When I made the channel, I accidentally spelled Waluigi incorrectly. And so every time I was mentioned on the Jack and Jellify channel or Animation Epic, they would spell it the incorrect way that I spelled it. It would drive me crazy. So I definitely deserved his placement. I was definitely a challenge king, but I mean, all is fair when it came to those revenge tokens, so. Here's a question about the finale. Will the ending be like inanimate insanity? Will the characters fight over the prize? Not over the prize, no. Crazy to think this was like half my life ago. Yeah, same. Because I made it when I was 13. Now I'm 26. You recommend yourself or not recommending characters? There are no recommended characters in Results 30. Luigi. Waluigi. Pooh, you're late. Hello, Geo the Fox. We haven't been going super long. I guess 20 minutes, but we'll be here for a while still. Was 100% Team Taco back in the day, but upon rewatching the episodes, I found myself really loving Clock's performance after his rejoin. Yeah, he played an extremely strong game for someone who joined late. You know, rejoined late. Who was Matter Vincent playing again? He was Pi from Challenge 15 onwards. I went through like the most user changes. Because first he was one of Naily's fake accounts, than he was someone who started and then deleted their channel within like a 2-month period. So for like 2 challenges, that was the person who created Yoyo Pie. And then Clock's original user took over. And like every challenge, they changed their account. I think they had mental issues, which is, you know, no comment there. And then finally, they disappeared, and then Matter Vincent took over. Can you release the behind the scenes of the BFDI extended theme? What, the little thing I made in WarioWare Do It Yourself? There's not really... I think I still have that, but there's not really behind the scenes for that. It's just I made it in WarioWare Do It Yourself. WarioWare DIY. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I don't have much more to comment on it. If I were to remake it, I would make it not so terrible. Better music composition, correct key signatures. I'm not much of a music theorist. Didn't go to college for music. I went to college for animation, so. Should you give your object show characters nationality? Well, that's kind of your thing, right? You like geography, right? Do it. After all this time, do you still remember how many PM votes were received for results 30 and who got them? Yeah, I have all the PMs still. YouTube's inbox doesn't exist anymore, but every time I received a PM, I received an email with the PM attached, so I still have all the PMs. Because I never delete my emails. Around 130 something people voted, and they got to vote as many times as they want, and the final total was, you know, somewhere in the I just realized we are not shuffled. There we go. Somewhere in the thousands, 3,000 something. Yes, the fan fave themselves, Pie. Very popular. I'm catching up in chat, by the way. I know I'm behind before anyone says anything. Can you please let me see the work, please, on YouTube? I don't really have a way of doing that. I don't have, like, a capture card for the DS. I'm not about to just point my phone at a camera either. Maybe in another stream. I think I remember all the final 7-ish people being users who weren't originally in the camp in the beginning. Pretty much all of them, yeah. It's because Naily controlled like 11 characters in total for like the first 3 challenges before getting caught. So, legitimately, a third of the camp from the get-go were people who were not there from day one. Which, you know, it sucks. Just cheese white waffles. Yes. Curious if Adam Katz remembers playing in this. I'm sure he remembers, but he probably would never acknowledge it. It'll be interesting to see if he leaves a comment on Results 30 when it comes out. He probably won't, but if he does, thank you. The real question is, will Taylor? The answer is no, he's gone. I think he died. Did you sign up for 11 Words of Wisdom? Not yet. I'm not really sure how to respond to the question, but considering, you know, you get 3 lives anyways. I don't think it matters. My music stopped again. Hold on. I had to hit the loop button. Why is the loop button not working? Okay, there we go. Who was the most robbed player? I don't know. I guess technically Cake. Just because of the vote meddling that went on behind the scenes. But Evil Leafy was eliminated unfairly when it was revealed that his vote was unfair, and I brought him back. His user wasn't around to reclaim him, so I gave him a new user. Then his new user eventually stopped participating, and so his original user finally came back and took over, and then a challenge later was eliminated. So I guess that's my answer, is Evil Leafy. Evil Leafy was robbed both times they were eliminated. Let's see. I'm very behind on chat. What was your answer to the EWOW thing? I was away from keyboard. Yes, I am joining EWOW. I'm not sure. I have not replied to the prompt yet. I have a week to do so. Will I make a Booksona? Probably. The question is, do I make a Booksona and then use my, use my regular name, or do I make a Booksona and just use that name for my user and just not even go by Guylan in the camp? I might do the latter. That might be funny. No one will ever know. Maybe I'll reveal it when I'm eliminated. He's gonna leave a comment on results 30. Everyone and their mom will. Hopefully. Who did I vote for in Teapot 8? I can't remember. I don't remember. The one I want to go is Katie. Just because I feel like they get a little too much focus. But at the same time, I don't want all the newer people to go, right? Gives them less time to develop his characters. Can't believe Nailey's user controlled all these characters just to not do any challenges at all. I think they made all the accounts thinking that it was going to be contestant-only voting. So it their plan was kind of screwed when they realized it was viewer voting as well. I don't think a camp had existed at that point that allowed viewer voting, but like it's a BFDI camp, so of course I was going to allow that. Didn't my boy 8-Ball lose the Nichols immunity token? Oh yeah, that was also a pretty bad one. Yeah, 8-Ball was definitely robbed. Adam forgot that he had the tokens until like last minute as well, so you know, had he not figured that out, then that, you know. Gerald Broflovsky and Stuart Broflovsky are the underrated South Park dads. Randy is loved by everyone, and I can see why. Please note this. Are they gonna make one more South Park special? Don't they do 2 a year for Paramount Plus? The last one was pretty good. Anyway, can you please let me see the inside of the BFGI? Not yet, homie. We're not doing that today. Please stop asking. Going with a default book Sona. Heck yeah. Latte is a cute cat. Yes, she is. Oh, I meant to... I said next time I was gonna stream, I was gonna make a little latte thing. We'll do it next time. I should hopefully be streaming maybe once a week moving forward with the storyboard progress. So sometime next week, probably after Christmas, obviously, you can expect another stream. Didn't you and I both lose to that one lock, Mad Libs Prompt and Twelve? Yeah, I don't fully remember. I haven't watched 12 basically since I was eliminated. But yeah, I can't recall if there was one 12 prompt that I was like on some sort of trip and I had to text Ian, my brother, to submit the prompt for me. But I don't think that was the one. I think it was my doing. I think it was my fault. But one of the prompts I did leave a word out. So I had 9 words, and I had a guttural reaction to it, and you know, not expecting anyone to find my prompt and vote for me anyway. I left a comment still being like, ah, shit, I left out a word. And Carrie brought it up in the next video being like, don't do that. It's like, well, I'm eliminated anyway, who cares? But then he also followed it up with saying, like, I wasn't actually mad, I just needed filler for the video. It's like, okay. Do I prefer vote to save or vote to eliminate? I prefer vote to save because it's more unexpected. I think when it's vote to eliminate, it can be very predictable who's going to go because, you know, certain people hate mean characters, you know, simply on the principle that they're mean characters. Whereas vote to save, you know, we all have our favorites for different reasons. So it's less likely for the obvious person to go. Teapot 9 is today. Teapot 9 is today. I had forgotten that up until like right before the stream, and I was like, oh gosh, if Teapot 9 comes out while I'm streaming, everyone's gonna leave to go watch it. Was I the 9-word one? I don't know what that means. I did hear that eWow is going to be mostly like just carry on webcam as opposed to making proper videos, which it's a little lame, but whatever. It's his camp, so if you get eliminated in eWow 2, you're gonna eat an egg roll whole. Well, nobody can get eliminated until eWow 3, so I think you'll be fine. Hello, Lunatinia? About to save kinda sucks. Nah, I mean, I'm okay with it. I think you're less likely to vote for the person who gets the most votes to stay in than you are to vote for the person who gets the most votes to be eliminated. But, you know, at the end of the day, whoever you vote to save, you also have a less of a chance to vote for someone who gets the least amount of votes to be saved also, so I don't know. The Mario Brothers 2, what should the plot be? Mario goes to the store and buys cigarettes. That's my final answer. Don't put Teapot vote spoilers. When did Teapot 9 come out? I don't think it's out yet. I would have gotten a YouTube thing. Yeah, it's not out yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It's not out yet. I would have gotten a YouTube notification. What's your favorite character from each season? Season 1, Blocky. Season 2. I don't know. Fries? Tennis ball? I don't know. I like their dynamic in the latest episode of BFDIA. BFB, Lollipop. Both pre and post split. Teapot, I'm a little less certain on. I don't know. I don't necessarily think I have a favorite. Yeah. With Vote to Save, it's just kind of whoever's most popular is out. Or isn't the most popular. I guess that's one way to look at it. The vote to eliminate, it directly states who the viewers don't want. Yeah, but that's boring. I don't know. You ever make an object show, consider doing ranked choice voting, but it'd probably be a pain to implement. I'm not sure what that means. What is ranked? Like S tier, A tier? I don't know if viewers have the patience for that. Or I guess just rank the contestants first to last from the team. That's still anything beyond just typing a single name, the viewers are gonna be like, this is a lot of work. That would be interesting. You should voice act Waluigi in the second Mario Brothers movie. That would sound awful. But also, I guess it's not the OG voices anyway, right? What am I doing? I'm live streaming, thank you. Are you doing BFSP Results 30 Storyboard? Correct. I like the idea of creating a whole show behind the scenes and releasing episodes weekly like how Survivor does it. That would be a lot of work to do it weekly, but yeah, I like Season 1 Blocky. I mean, I still like Blocky beyond Season 1, but I got into BFDI when II came out, and at the time, the newest episode was BFDI 16. And so my first vote, I was like, gosh, I hope Blocky doesn't get eliminated. And then the very next episode he did. I was like, ah, man. I voted for Ice Cube in that episode. I was one of 5 people to vote her out. It's like, why do you people like this non-speaking character? And it's not even like Teardrop where they just don't speak. It's just a character who they recycle lines that drove me crazy. You like my artwork? Thank you. Do I like Fiery? I don't dislike Fiery, but I didn't want him to win Season 1. I think I theorize that a bubble, flower, leafy final 3 was what Michael and Carrie really wanted, because they had some sort of, you know, triangle friendship dynamic going on. And that was probably going to play out more in the finale, but because Fiery won, they had to change things to be more geared towards Fiery and Leafy. Does Diamond Pickaxes there? There are no recommended characters in results 30. Remake 3, yes, but not results 30. And recommendation period has ended. Excuse me. So you were an oddball in a group of no voters? Yeah, for that very first vote that I did, I was. It was unexpected. Post-split is bad. Yeah, post-split BFB is bad. Those are like their least viewed episodes, like almost every single one. They really said we're gonna split the show and do a quality over quantity season and a quantity over quality season. They should not be surprised that nobody's watching the latter. We want quality, damn it. Why would you do that? That's silly. What were you expecting the results to be? Well, these kids will watch anything. Well, apparently not, because who watches post-split BFB? I heard you were the recommender for Spiky Mervert and Guitar. That I was. Now that it's been ages, would you like to see any of them in a potential new season? I would love to see what they do with Spiky Mervert. Spiky Mervert was supposed to be basically what Yin Yang was. 2 personalities and 1 character. That's why one half of him was black and the other half of him was red. But instead they kind of just depict him as some sort of brain-dead, mysterious creature of sorts. So if he were to join, that probably, you know, they probably would push that direction as opposed to what I originally created him for. And then I have no idea what sort of personality you'd give Guitar. They can do whatever they want with him if they added him to the show. I don't care. Christmas is 7 days till Christmas. It's true. Can you believe it, guys? Christmas, just a week away. Christmas in a week. I am so happy about this information. For Wario and Waluigi, Mario, who, John Candy and John Stamos. I don't think John Candy's alive anymore, but they can still make it work. Long time no see. Hello, animated pen. Who's your least favorite character? I don't know. I'd say in Teapot, amongst like the OG 20, they don't really do much with Needle anymore. Like, she still talks, but she's like fairly uninteresting. But they don't call her Needy anymore, so that might be why. But like, I don't know. Without that, she's kind of a nothing burger of a character. I think I saw the Spiky Mervert vid, and from how you describe them, they seem a little too similar to Yin Yang. Yeah, but my video came out like 2 years before Yin Yang was conceived, so scratch that, reverse it. Yin Yang's too similar to Spiky Mervert. Lol. Well, why I didn't show up 2 times? I don't know what do you mean? The recent Teapot episodes are kind of just whatever anyway. It's not as bad as post-split, but it's still not good. Well, it's because the person who did most of the writing for post-split BFB is writing the Teapot episodes now, because Poki and Satomi don't do the writing anymore. I think they're doing better than they were doing on post-split. The lightning elimination was really fun to watch. Any thoughts on country balls? I don't know what, like, like balls with the different countries on them. I don't have much of an opinion on that. Post-split is kind of mid. I think it's worse than mid. I would never rewatch it. It's so boring. This is your chat message. See you next time. Oh, okay, goodbye, Fiery Spartan. He can't seem to let go of the fact that I'm not going to talk about some obscure video on chat when that's not the point of this. But have a good day. How'd you find the motivation to finish Results 30 after all these years? I said we're gonna start over, and so now I have the motivation to do it. The problem was, you know, the longer I went without doing it, the more I started to hate the old script, so... Also, finishing Remake 2 is like a weight off my shoulders, but I have 2 shoulders, so that means I have 2 weights to lift, so... 1 down, 1 to go, right? If I can finish the first one, then surely I can do the second one. Pin should go? Sure. I don't have... I like Coity and Pin, but... I also know that one of the writers... Pokey really likes Coiny and Pin, and so, you know, they probably gave him special attention throughout BFB and the first 2 episodes of Teapot, so Pin needs to be eliminated already. I guess people don't like Pin? Pin is annoying? Oh my. I had no idea. I don't dislike Pin, but, you know. Can you say what your least favorite character again? I don't really know. Between the original 20 within Teapot, I would say Needle, but not because like I dislike them. It's just like they don't do much, despite being a character that like talks regularly. Of course, you know, I also don't care for Ice Cube, and I never have, but that's because, like, again, now Ice Cube has a voice actor, and they still don't do a ton with her. I don't know. Should object show characters be religious? No. But I'm also not religious, so maybe I'm biased, but also I don't see why you need to put religion in an object show. I don't know. Free Palestine. Post Split isn't perfect, but you think it's overhated? It has a couple okay episodes. Like the whole budget cut thing was cool. The courtroom episode was okay. It had funny jokes from time to time. There was like a tug of war episode, I think, or a tower defense episode or something like that. It was episode 18. That episode was like one of the worst episodes of BFTI period. The Leia elimination was unfair. I mean, the viewers voted who they wanted out, so I mean, it's not necessarily unfair, but I agree, she went too soon. They definitely had more to her character that they could have explored, but the viewers pulled a flower and voted her out as soon as they could, which is stupid. Sauce should have stayed. I guess, I don't know. They needed to do something other than make 8 puns out of her. Balloony was awesome. Putting him on Post Split was such a miscast. That I can't agree with. I wish Balloony went to Teapot instead. His interactions with Rocky were fun. BFDI like competitions have been going on for Yoil Cake years, and that Yoil Needy was built in honor of an ancient season winner. Oh, that was your IDFB theory. Perhaps. This is a good theory. Barf Bag should go. See, I don't mind Barf Bag. I don't care for Gatey. I feel like they get too much of a focus, particularly with their interactions with 2. But, what do I know? Didn't you audition for Marshmallow and Needle at one point? Not Marshmallow, yes Needle. For one video. I did not get the part. My voice acting was not very good, to be fair. But I did, I swear, I said, call me Needy, and it sounded exactly like OG Needle. But outside of that, the rest of the voice acting was kind of meh. Donut is epic. Donut is pretty epic. I like Donut. I hope Donut is not eliminated. Icy is boring, I agree. People say Ice Cube's elimination in BFDI was unfair. I think that had to happen because they don't know how to voice act her. So if she was in the finale, it would be a very quiet finale. I think Ice Cube's elimination needed to happen. It was entirely justified, and I'm glad they did it. Yeah, Ice Cube contributes nothing to anything in the show. Rocky's a fan favorite because he barfs. I think it's funny. But Rocky also definitely needed to go because you can't really use a silent character in the finale. I mean, you can. I mean, they would have been able to make it work with Teardrop. But, and I like Teardrop despite being someone who doesn't talk. That's because that's like the whole point of her character. Why does Donut look tasty? I don't know. He's a plain donut that he doesn't even have a glaze, I don't think. I think the humor was bad, but the character writing later was good. For post-split BFB. I suppose. I didn't like the finale. I thought it was really lame. I wouldn't rewatch it. I tried rewatching it a couple months ago, and I was very bored. Also, Bullface is a really waste of a character. I don't really care for him. Absolute filler character. Same with Profiley. Like, I get the cheeky humor, but it's also, I don't know, I don't find it funny. If you're gonna do something wacky, be funny. Hoy low, screech low. Put Balloony and Teapot on the S. I think they should do a rejoin, but it's not with the Teapot eliminated contestants, it's with the post-split BFB eliminated contestants, so we can get Balloony back in the game. So I'll make a pact to vote Balloony in if they would ever do that, and they should. Give him a second chance. Teardrop held up post-split BFB so much, but now she's overused in Teapot. I mean, that's kind of because she's on a team by herself, but I think at some point they're gonna have to just put her on a team or just let her be eliminated. But, you know, it would be a little annoying if she got stuck there on the same team by herself until, like, the merge, but I don't think that'll happen. Also, apparently I took a break during this. Oh, here we go. The finale isn't good, especially with the character focus. Really hate Gelatin. I don't mind Gelatin. However, I will say when his voice actor changed, he also kind of changed. Compare Gelatin... Like, that was a character who got absolutely character assassinated. Compare Gelatin pre-split to post-split. I don't think Sam knew how to write Gelatin. It's... meh. You haven't been able to watch BFP 30 in one sitting without getting bored and closing off. Yeah, it's boring. I will say, though, the original BFDI finale is also kind of boring. It's more interesting than the BFB finale, but it's not one that I revisit. Although I haven't rewatched Season 1 BFDI in, you know, a very long time either. But episode 24 that came right before it was much more interesting. Teardrop has competed in every season. This is true. There's a handful of them who have competed in every season. The old flag of Libya is funny because it's just green. Yeah, I guess. My chat's funny sometimes. Has anyone seen the BFB Gelatin hot meme? I don't think I want to look that up on stream, but maybe I will after the stream. It better be funny. A question about the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Do you think having the tour tracks looks out of place? It's not that they're out of place, it's just that, you know, they all kind of look the same. This is you know, plenty of people have said that. So I know this isn't like a hot take or anything, but I tend to agree. My favorite tour tracks are the ones that don't look like each other. Like, I like Athens Dash. I think that's probably my favorite one from Wave 5. Hello, Alex K9. The split isn't good with Gelatin, but it at least isn't not as childish. I like childish, immature Gelatin. He's silly. I think they toned him way down post-split, and that's what kind of ruined his character. Six is the best Algebralian. I don't know much about the Algebralians. I don't really watch those videos. They don't interest me. So I will just have to take your word for it. Did Taco win? Yes. Cade McLean. Who? Chris McLean? Speaking of Chris McLean, the second half of that Total Drama season is like slowly trickling out. I need to download the episodes as they leak on YouTube. I haven't watched it yet, but I have some of them downloaded. Cade McLean makes BFDI vids. I see. I don't know who that is. Every time I open up Twitter, the front page is a spoiler for Season 2 of TDI. Oh. Your Twitter and my Twitter are very different. Mine is currently mostly fish tank stuff, if you know what that is. Some relationships were spoiled. I know who goes first in the reboot Season 2, and like, pretty disappointed by that because I wanted them to go further. But that's all I know so far. Cade McLean is weird with all the shipping. Yeah, I don't support BFDI or Object Show shipping. It's weird. Mullane, not McLean. homie can't even get his name right. Shaking my head. JK. Caden Mullane is an infamous figure in the Object Show community for his, let's just say, weird BFDI animations. Oh, so he does fetish shit. That's cool. No thank you. Have I seen the BFDI mask vid? Do I want to? Caden Mullane probably has mental illness. Yeah, probably. People who make weird fetish shit, you typically do. So I won't judge too super hard, right? But I'm also not gonna look into that. The BFDI mask vid is just an anti-mask teapot video. Oh, nice. Tell me when he makes the anti-COVID video. That's probably a little outdated, but... he should also make a QAnon video. Nobody talks about QAnon anymore. That was a thing of its time. He should make a video on where the teapot contestants were on Jan 6th. Have him storm the Capitol. Kate also made Bubble and Snowball kiss. That's pretty gross. They don't. Object Show characters don't need to kiss. Even Carrie said that. God bless him for saying that. He also likes tickling. That's pretty weird. I remember there used to be someone in the community who was obsessed with sleeping videos. They would depict the characters asleep all the time. I think they made a whole Object Show called Battle for Sleep Isle, which is hilarious in hindsight, but also nobody, it's, you know. Children, correct? Yeah. Lego Boy? I don't know. Or Mac Oliver? I don't know. You could name any user, and I recognize these usernames from 10 years ago, but I could not tell you who was the guy. Should an Object Show have humans? I mean, we have David and Dora, so I mean, I can, I guess. You could put, John F. Kennedy in your Object Show if you want. Battle for Sleep Isle sure was an Object Show. It sure was. I have very little memory of it, other than they do be sleeping. Cormac Oliver made Battle for Sleep Isle. Let's see. Do I like your profile picture? Yeah, sure. I can't really see it. It's very small on my chat screen, but I'm sure it's very cool. You have little memory of it because the show is boring? Well, that's every Object Show, so... I'm kidding. Your Object Show is very cool. It's Isle Sleep. Well, whatever. I think it matters. Anyways, are you guys excited for 2 power battle? Power of... Battle for 2's power? It matters to Cormac Oliver, who's watching the stream. Is he? I haven't seen a thing from him. Shout out to Object Diaper 2023. No, I'm not too crazy for new Teapot episodes because the aforementioned plus the voting results usually end up on my timeline like as soon as the voting period ends. Well, that's why you gotta stay off Twitter when the episode comes out. You gotta just watch the episode. It's like a Nintendo Direct, right? What if 2 isn't gonna give the winner the limitless power and instead keeps it for himself? What if 2 is squared and becomes another 4? Have I seen the Cars movie? It's the first one. What if you got a shout out from Carrie? That's cool. I'm gonna start calling it Battle for 2's Power from now on. BFTP. Let's embrace tradition. We gotta go back to the Battle for names. Space Battle for Palace. Yes. When you looked at Battle for Isle Sleep, you saw a bootleg plush of Carrot. Was he sleeping? Probably not, it's bootleg. If it were official, he'd be asleep. Oh, guys, I heard from Retro recently. Because I know people ask about him. He left the community. He's technically still around, he's just, you know, laying low. But he's on SoundCloud. His user is Nerdy Lizard Person. Yeah, they got into a bit of a fight with crew members of BFB and II, kind of like all at once. Fusion Animations primarily. This was like 3 years ago though, but since then they stopped, you know, interacting with the community. Who the Florida is Retro? Retro guy. Retro Gloy. Battle for Space Palace again. Battle for Magic City again. Next top thingy. One of the only, like, friends I had in the community before they disappeared. The only other time I've made camp videos, because I made a couple camp videos for Battle for Magic City again. BFOD creator likes hiccups and recorded girls at the BFDI meetup. Well, what an absolute lad. I love the object show community. This is why outside of chat I don't interact with object show people. This is the battle for object. Bing 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 bing. That's awesome. Battle for what does OD stand for? Overdose. Battle for overdosing. Area got canceled. I don't know who Area is. Is he the one who was recording girls and hiccuping on them or something? Don't hiccup on women, they don't like that. It's very rude. Area Animations, the phone guy. Me Phone 4. Should you add one of your personas if you want to? Battle for Cheese Mansion. That'll be my next camp. I wanted to make a camp and call it Object Universe, but not because it's an Object Universe camp, it just happens to revolve around double competition and double eliminations and take place across multiple universes. But I feel like that would be frowned upon. Or people would find that funny, I don't know. Battle for Cheese's Doodle. Guys, I expect all of you to make your first episode and we'll be reviewing them on stream. I am particularly excited to see episode 1 of Battle for the Key Lime Islands. Brawl for Earth Kingdom. The prize is just heaven. And you get a free gift certificate to Denny's and Jesus Eats Dinner with you. Battle for DeBlocky's Le Corpse. Battle to be animated. The winner becomes a cartoon and has to live like that for the rest of their life. So if you don't want that to happen, you better find a way to be eliminated by Joan. Imagine the sheer determination to battle for a dead man's body. A battle for early access to GTA 6. Someone left a comment saying that GTA 6 was going to come out before Results 30. No. GTA 6 comes out in 2025. I feel like I can maintain a good enough pace with co-animators to get this out for 2025. Battle for Guyland's sanity of reading all messages. I could just not talk for the rest of the stream. No, that's the beauty of having a small pool of people watching, like only around 10 people at a time. Makes reading chat much more easier. Go anime cringe? I am. It's called Results 30. Battle for Battle, an object show where contestants battle for the right to compete in the next season of Battle for Battle. I feel like the motivation would wane over time. Like, do I really want to compete in the next season? Is this all worth it? Why am I wasting my life away for the sake of just battling in the next season where there's no further incentive? Battle to meet Mr. Beast, that should be a real competition. I'd compete in that. I would not actually, but my brother would. He loves Mr. Beast. Results 30 should be a game. We'll make a fighting game out of it, sure. I don't know how to make a game. I have, like, practically zero coding experience. For the Among Us TV show, what would the premise be? Oh, here we go, guys. Someone gets stabbed. Find out who did it. Find out who did it. Before you ask, it would be TV Y7. Battle for Gen Z humor. You're gonna main clocker II Nickel. Let's make a Mugen style Street Fighter fighting arcade fighter. It'd be extra epic. Battle because yes. Battle because I said so. And all the contestants are like, well, he did say so. I guess we'll do it. Like, they were opposed at first, but then they're like, oh, he did say so. You'll make the first episode of Battle for the Key Lime Islands next month. I would compete for that, to be fair. I love key lime pie. What's your fave non-BFDI/II non-camp retelling object show? I don't watch object shows outside of Teapot nowadays, so I don't really have an answer. I don't even watch II season 3 or 2 or whatever they're doing right now. Battle to listen to Doing Yo Mom by Ray William Johnson. Yeah, it's lost media. They made it into an NFT. You gotta earn it now. Just noticed that Barf Bag is fat. True. He should lose weight. That's really mean. I'm sorry, Barf Bag. IA3 is not really good anymore, so you're not missing much. But yeah, I mean, the last episode I saw of II was the one where they go cave excavating, and not only was it boring, but like the audio was like really poorly edited, and I couldn't tell what anyone was saying. So I haven't continued watching it because it's not worth my time anymore. I'm sure the audio editing has gotten better. I'm sure, well, the opinions of one man should not sway me, but that's not the first person who has told me that II3's writing is down the toilet. Also, Rip Toilet, his voice actor died. Battle to make Barf back Skitty. Yes, everyone and their mom wants this wants wants the opportunity to help Barfbag lose weight, to the point where we need to make a whole competition out of it. And we just cut to testimonials like, I have been wanting to help Barfbag lose weight since I was 6 years old. Now that I'm here, I am ready to battle to the end. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. IDFB stands for It's Deep Fried Breaths. Yeah. Inanimate Insanity and International kinda sucks. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. But it's all, I've also heard that, like, they have to do the whole 3rd season before they go back to season 2. Like, canonically, the whole 3rd season happens, and it's somehow gonna connect back to where they left off during season 2, and it's like, okay, whatever. Maybe I will watch all of season 3 and season 2, and when it's all said and done, but I have no interest in doing that right now. Would you actually watch the first episode of Battle for Key Lime Islands? Yeah, sure. We'll watch it. We'll watch it on stream, as long as you don't content ID me. Like the II people did. No, Taylor's not actually dead. He's just dead to the community. And not me personally, but, you know, the Twitter community. The II fandom sucks too. Yeah, they tried to cancel me on Twitter, so. They're kind of a scary bunch. Battle for, it's just battle, I don't care. Hell yeah. Honestly, given how the II Twitter community is not well known to blow things out of proportion, not worth noting, maybe the Taylor Lauren situation was way too harshly condemned. Lauren, regardless of if Lauren was really trying to be racist or not, which, you know, I don't really know if that was the case, but confusing one person for another person still isn't a very good look. The fact that it happened to be confusing one black person for another person just makes it worse. That being said, like, they still excluded a fan while they were representing the II brand, and that's still terrible, and they should have been let go for the team for that. Taylor didn't really do anything outside of being like, hey, I apologize on my friend's behalf. I don't know. There still could be context I'm missing, but I still think that Taylor was kind of dogpiled for no reason. But what do I know? I don't want to talk about it any further than that, because I don't need people getting mad at me again for my opinion. My opinion for Taylor's opinion for Lauren's opinion. I guess recently, Paintbrush's voice actor tried to get YMS canceled for using, like, I don't really care for the use of AI, like, you know, kind of frowned upon, I agree, but like, YMS was using Cool Cat voice AI that he made with Cool Cat's, like, actor with their permission, and then this person tried to get him canceled for that and, like, exposed his private Twitter. And it's like, okay, homie, what are you doing? You're being kind of a creep. Stop that. Just say you don't really agree with the use of the AI, regardless of the context, and just leave it at that. Like, why are you trying to end his career? What's the point? You're not gonna succeed. He's a lot bigger than you in terms of his audience. Like him or hate him. YMS is Your Movie Sucks. Adam. ADUM. Yeah, that's what YMS stands for. Your Movie Sucks. Oh, that's the end of the time lapse. Screw it. Let's continue. How do I do this again? Display capture, display 2. Did I just click on something? There we go. Where is my tab with the script? Here it is. Where did I leave off at? Green Boy, that's right. Okay. Let's fade it so I can still... No, not that layer. This layer. I'll storyboard live for a little bit. On the right layer, how about that? Early at the part where Cake is accusing Basketball and Grassy of the votes. I'll try to keep an eye on chat, but in fact, let me move chat. I have chat on my phone, so I can just move chat to next to my other monitor so I can still see it. There we go. What is it? Have you two had access to it? Votes. The whole time. Battle for Teapot 9. Is Teapot 9 out yet? No. sort of perspective thing. I can get away with a bit of oddball perspective because I'm gonna 3D model the stand, so that way I can change the bleachers angles without it being a pain in the ass. What kind of ridiculous claim is that? Brawl for the Space gift shop. The contestants discover that there's an abandoned gift shop on the island and fight to the death to own it because it's a gift shop. Yeah, who wouldn't want to own a gift shop, right? Everyone and their mom, their whole lives, have desired to open a gift shop, so we must hold a whole competition for it. That'll be lectured about bullying by a hyperactive feline. That's also pretty good. I've always wanted a really hyper cat with the zoomies to tell me not to bully people. Oh, like cool cat. I get it. That took me for a minute. Battle for a mom. Orphans only. Oh, that's messed up. I shouldn't say that. What's above these boys again? Markers here. That are super. Go down, but okay. Battle to get doxxed? Do you really need to battle for that? I feel like that's gonna happen anyway. Get right up in his face. Orally draw the bleachers real quick. Okay. I accuse the two of you of having voter data knowing grassy. Oh, Bell would be right here. Shoot. That's fine. Belle is still right there. Maybe I'll animate this section. Or I'll assign this scene to someone who understands what I'm conveying here. Battle for how much cash we have left by the time the season's over. Hosted by Gerard the Completionist. Add enough votes to be eliminated in results 21. Let's change this perspective again. Do a perspective. And changing your vote to coordinate my elimination. Battle. Just battle. That's epic. I don't know what 9 plus 10 equals. 21. Any plans for Christmas? Yeah, I'm going to my cousin's on Christmas Eve, the evening of. We're gonna play Mario Kart all night and get hammered. And then we're going to his parents' house for Christmas Day. My family's gonna be there too. Battle or I'll be mad. That's pretty good. This is, I am no longer asking, this is a threat. Battle for the BFSP 30 voting results. I should start a camp and the winner gets to see results 30 and no one else. That'd be a great camp. Let's do that first. That perspective shot again. This is a stupid question, but do you have a favorite color? It's green. It's green. A great big color with knobs. It has the juice. this is utter nonsense. Yeah, this is utter nonsense. I can't do a good Grassy right now. I gotta prepare for that. This is spoken first, then that. Change this for spoken. It's not like you have any proof to back up your claims. Do you like ferrets? Yeah, ferrets are good. Who doesn't like a good old ferret, right? I think ferrets are awesome. This is showing... yeah, it is. Okay. Battle to not battle. I feel like if you subject people to battle in like 78 competitions, then they would be up for that because they don't want to battle anymore. But if they're eliminated, then that means they have to continue battling. Well, how would that work? That seems like a broken loop of some sort, right? Terribly done. Oh, shoot. Do you have a favorite animal? Monkeys are pretty cool. Turtles, penguins, birds. I collect a lot of fabric birds. I don't have a particular favorite breed of bird, I just think birds are cool. Battle to become a pacifist, and it's just a bunch of people who like to commit acts of violence. You'll be back. See you when you get back. I'll have to ask Ian if he has his old messages to Grassy's user. He might on his email. I don't know. He might be someone who cleans his emails out, so maybe not. I don't know. I guess you have proof. I definitely have PMs of Grassy changing his vote still, but we'll go back to this perspective. I don't want to convey that they're upset because they don't really care. If they should be happy either. Welcome back. Battle for the right to change the name of any show that contains the word battle somewhere in its title. You know, there's a couple examples of shows like that that I think I would do that for. Like, I would actually change it to Battle for Sleep Isle. Well... Yes, the jig is up. Okay. I am getting tired of drawing this over and over again, so I'm just going to do a layer and erase. Which I should have been doing the whole time. think Death Pact again sucks at challenges, but I like their members. Except Bandy, she sucks. Well, I mean, they suck on purpose because of their wanting to prevent death, which is an ironic concept in BFDI anyways, considering they have recovery centers. Yeah, we definitely did that. Battle to return. The announcer realizes that all but one spaceship has been stolen, and to get some easy cash, she makes the contestants battle to return to Earth with it. Oh. What an interesting concept. Sorry, 10 o'clock, got a morning shift. How long have we been going? 2 hours? We might call it here. Yeah, I gotta get to bed soon, TBH, so we'll call it right there. Let's say as early as the 26th, we do another stream. It'll be after Christmas, but it'll be sometime next week. I'll have more storyboard done. I kind of did a stream for this maybe a little too early. I kind of didn't realize I only had like 3 hours worth of things to speed up. So maybe I'll try and get like 8 hours worth so we can do a more substantial time lapse. But yeah, we'll do another stream next week. So thanks for coming by. And it was a fun stream. Yeah, good to be back. Thank you, Cody Butler. Good night to you. Yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. See you next Sorry, I had a stroke last second. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next week. See you all.